so excited. In the studio today is not only a USA Today acclaimed author, but one of my friends, Susan Meissner. Hi, Susan.
Hey, thanks for having me in the studio today. I am so happy to be here.
I love it. I love it. We're going to have to make this a regular thing. In fact, I know I'm going to get you in here in a couple more months, too, because you have just been writing the books like crazy. How many books would you say you have written so far, including your historical fiction and your new children's books?
Gosh, thanks. I think we're at 23. Some of those are collaborations. Four of them are collaborations, and the rest are either fiction for adults or kids' books.
Okay, and today we're going to focus on one of the sweetest books ever. It's called Pumpkin Day at the Zoo, and I love the illustrations. I love the story. Why don't you share with us about this? Because we're going to give one away today as well.
This is a really fun book that heralds gratitude, the fall harvest, bounty, sharing, and it's about that day that many zoos have where they give pumpkins to their animals in their habitats. It's an enrichment exercise. It gives the animals something fun and different to do, and it's really a win-win-win because the animals love it, and the patrons of the zoo love it, and the zookeepers, they love doing it. It's just a happy, fun day. The Seattle Zoo has a pumpkin day. The Oregon Zoo has a pumpkin day. Lots of zoos around the United States have a pumpkin day. But this is the only book that I know of about it.
I think so. I don't think I've ever heard of this before, and it's the perfect fall book to add to your collection, whether you have kids or grandkids. It's in my collection. I love it. And I love what you've done, too, because you don't stick with just the regular animals we see at the zoo, lions, tigers, bears. You've got some other animals in this book.
I did. That was purposeful on my part, I guess you could say. I've been a member of the San Diego Zoological Society for a long, long time. That's my hometown. It's my hometown zoo. It's probably the best zoo in the world.
I love it.
And I'm just slightly biased, but it really is a wonderful zoo. And I grew up going to it. We took our kids to it. And there are so many different kinds of animals other than the typical ones that you see. And what a great way to introduce little kids to other kinds of animals like wildebeest and meerkats and aardvarks than in a picture book, especially when it's told in rhyme like this one is.
All right. That's so special and so sweet. If you are looking for something special to celebrate your kids this fall, a book called Pumpkin Day at the Zoo by Susan Meissner would be perfect. Of course, you can find it in the bookstores, Amazon. Where else can they be looking?
You can find it pretty much anywhere you like
now
to buy your books. I highly recommend bookshop.org, which is an online store that supports local independent bookstores. And you can even get it at your library. Your library might have it as well.
Okay. I think this is the perfect gift for somebody, and I think it's perfect to have in your library, too, for kids. And you know what? You're going to love it as an adult as well. Susan, thank you so much for coming in today.
My absolute pleasure. Thank
Yay.
you.
And can you give us a little sneak peek? I know you have a Christmas book this year.
I do. It is so precious. It's called To Mimi's House We Go, and it celebrates grandmothers and their children and Christmas time and how wonderful it is to go to her house at the holidays.
Okay, we'll be looking for that one as well. We'll get you back in the studio in November to talk about that. Susan, have a great day, and thank you.
Thank you for having me.